Okay, YouTube, it's Thursday the 19th. My plan was to start another Powerstroke video. This may turn into a storm video. Not sure, but in case nothing happens, just give you a good shot of some storm clouds. I appreciate stuff like that. I know yesterday I was out mowing that field right there on the tractor, which is in the garage, and about 2/3 of the way through it, it got real dark back this way and that way, and it was still kind of clear above me, but I was getting a lot of dangerous cloud to ground lightning all around, not directly over me, but it was still a bad idea to keep mowing. I finally got too worried and stopped, went in. Of course it poured rain, and I came back out and finished mowing. Grass was wet. That's not easy to do with a sickle mower. You can see all the wet grass and some mud got stuck on it. But anyway, I was planning on doing a little something this afternoon. It's about 6:30 now. But I'll show you what all we got going on, what I have done. Look at that, we have a radiator support on it. Let me turn off this fan. We learned a lesson on the last few videos about fan noise. And the reason this fender's on it is I was making sure my radiator support was shimmed right. There are shims up under here. You see those? I got 4 on this side, 3 on the other. That's how it worked out the best. I had to shim them up. Well, I can show you better on this side with the fender. I already took the other one off. And shimming it up and down kind of changes the distance of your groove, or your gap here. When I tried it with no shims, and it was tight down here and high up there, which makes sense because your fender tilts down. And I just want to show you that real quick. Wasn't going to make a big long drug out video over it. Just gives you it's just a nice little tip, general idea how to get your fenders all aligned. Anyway, it's pretty warm in here, 95. It was like 100 when I got here. It's been a very hot day. It was a very hot day yesterday. It generates some pretty powerful storms. But if we get any lightning like I did yesterday, I'll try to film it. Don't know if it'll all be on the same video or not, but show you what else I've done. No big deal. New serpentine belt. Old one was dried up pretty bad. Dry rotted, cracked. New heater hose. This one was already fairly new. I replaced that a couple years ago, and this one had I can't believe it didn't leak. It looked like something had been rubbing it. Did that, and of course lined up the fenders. Also aligned my door. For the longest time this door would drop. I mean, even after it was closed, this body line would, this corner in this body line where my fingernails rubbing was like down here. And then when I opened it, it would drop even more. That was pretty easy. Just loosen up. I opened the door, put a jack under it. Didn't put a lot of pressure under it. Loosened up the bolts and bumped the jack up to where those hinges moved. Tilted the door that way. Then after I got that lined up, I noticed this door right here was in too deep. There's a big gap right here, so I had to loosen. I don't know if you can see this, it looks kind of dark on video. I had to loosen that bolt and that one on top, and there's also 2 more like it on the bottom. That helped the door. I just pried the door out with a screwdriver, basically. Put it in here somewhere where it wouldn't hurt it, which is going to be repainted anyway, but not hurt it meaning dent it. But enough blabbing about all that. That's what I've been up to. So at least I have gotten something done while I was waiting on my parts. Speaking of parts, this piece came in, and if you remember in the last video I told you I felt like I was taking a gamble. Well, we did the right thing. It was the right part. 136 bucks for this. I think if you look it up on genuine Ford parts, it's over 200. Some were, some weren't. But I promised to give that part number. Here it is. This, they call it the oil filter adapter. Some people call it a housing. This one will fit the early Powerstrokes, F81Z6881-BA. It will fit the early Powerstrokes. And I bought this from a guy on YouTube, eBay. I don't have his user ID here. Anyone interested in buying some more of these, feel free to give me a message. I'll look up his ID and email it back to you, because if my memory serves me right, he said he had 10 more. You know, when you look on the ad, it'll say a number of items available. He had 10 of them available, if I remember right. And it said with snap ring upgrade. Well, what I found in some Ford truck forums was this is a 94 to 97 with snap ring upgrade. And you see that snap ring right there. It's pretty much the same piston as this, but this original one does not have a snap ring. So it's pretty much the same thing, except no worn out grooves, which is the reason we bought it. Now this one, if I wanted to spend the time, I probably could have repaired that. Well, we got some wind blowing some stuff around here. Hang on. But like I was saying, that could have either been welded up by a really good welder. I don't have a lot of experience with welding aluminum. I hope to play with that later on someday. Buy me a TIG welder. Or a guy could make a sleeve, press it in. I don't know if that would work too well. He'd have to cut quite a bit out and make a really thin sleeve. It could probably be done, but either way, sleeve or welding it, I would be able to set that up in that Bridgeport mill there somehow and bore it out, indicate this end down here so that it would be in line. But enough about that. I'm going to try to, well, yeah, more parts came in. I've got a box from LMC truck just came in today. I ordered every single emergency brake cable for this truck. We're going to have to be doing that. All of mine were shot. Even this one, this front one right here, the emergency brake pedal is frozen right now. Pretty sure it's because of the cable. But really, once I get that cooler together, I'm getting close to, getting this thing fired up. Okay, we're back. It finally calmed down enough where I could open my big door. Really cool things off a lot. Now it's down to 86. Oh, what I did while it was raining, there wasn't much room in here with the tractor and all, but I stumbled around here and cleaned off my bench and opened up my box of goodies. I already showed you my oil filter housing. Here's all my new parking brake cables from, oh, there go the little cans again. Parking brakes are from LMC truck. Dorman brand on pretty much all the cables. They look like pretty nice cables for the money. I forgot the exact prices. Here it is right here. For cables. Left hand was 22, right hand was 19. Anyway, here's one of the rears. This is the right hand. And of course here's the left hand rear cable. That's what actually goes into the backing plates. And then they feed up to about this point, I think. And I had a lot of, everything was on it, but all the cables were frozen up, unusable. But I lost this piece. I'm sure I'll find it after the truck is done somewhere, but I had to order a new one of them. Adjusting nut, spring. One part, I guess they didn't have it in Dorman brand. It was in genuine Ford parts. What do you know? That piece right there, which is called an adjuster. I should have known that. I knew what it was for, I just didn't know what they called it. Here's the intermediate cable, which goes from right, that way you can see this right here on out. That's broken. And we have the front cable, which goes into this piece here, and it connects with that connector, which you saw in the intermediate cable package. This goes up to the pedal right up here. And the front, where is the front? Here's the front, right here. Not bad. I spent, how much did I spend on parking brake cables? Altogether, just, I don't know if you'll find them any cheaper. Probably can, I don't know how good they'll be. $180 in parking brake cables. This stuff adds up quick. Doesn't look bad when you price them individually, but I want everything to work, and new cables will look nice underneath my painted frame. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do much tonight with this weather. I was really hoping to get this piece painted. This is not a good night to paint. I'm not going to paint in here and get oversprayed. Well, just in here. Too much stuff in the way that I don't want to pull out in the rain. So hopefully I will come home in a very good mood, because no one will try to make me work Saturday. We'll see. So far I'm supposed to be off for Saturday. Alright, stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, just heading in for the night. Thought I'd show the clouds still hang around after that storm. I just thought that was kind of a pretty sight right there. See a little lightning off in the distance. That right there where the sun's still trying to peek through there. Actually, the sun should be over there right about now, but where the daylight's trying to peek in through is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there's still some more lightning. That's what was over here about a half hour ago, an hour ago. And now it has cooled down really nice out here. That's a pretty nice shot right there. Almost looks like a funnel cloud trying to reach down. I doubt it is, just a downdraft. But if I ever see a tornado and I have my camera, you can guarantee it. I will try to put it on YouTube. Okay, that's it. Up next, more on the Powerstroke project. Thanks for watching.